EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. Back down now to hole number 6. Even par through the early portion of this second round. What are some keys for the day in order to set himself up for success?
Well, I think take advantage of some of the short par fours out here, Rich. You're only going to have a wedge in your hand. The shots that you could pretty much guarantee you can get inside 15 or 20 feet, you know there's a bunch of opportunities.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. Even par currently.
That is a solid par putt. All set here at the par 4-7. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's a rather intimidating tee shot there, since the trees have all been removed that used to be very, very close to this fairway. 3 bunkers down the right side, another 2 on the left. They've either got to be somehow threaded in between, or the longest hitters might just be able to squeeze it past.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really didn't think he could even get that on the green.
Well, just to get it on the green, as you say, I think is a big win. Frank, that looked good to me.
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Here at the 8th at Oakmont, a famous hole, and Frank, it's not often we say of a par 3 that it is a beast, but the 8th at Oakmont is just that.
Yeah, you can imagine a 300-yard par 3 to a flat green. That would be hard enough. But imagine a 300-yard par 3 at a U.S. Open to a green that goes up at the front and then crowns at the top and then slips away at both sides. That's the 8th.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
And he's made the green. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Here we are at the ninth, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right. And, of course, if you find the rough, the remnants of what used to be a par 5 is that nice little cross bunker in the middle of the fairway, which forces you to lay up. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Tough approach shot here at the ninth. Oh man, not a good shot at all.
It was wicked.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. You can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss. And a drop shot here at the ninth. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Shouldn't be a problem here. That hole certainly got the best of him. Triple bogey. Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in here. If you're not as fortunate and you leave it hanging up on that hill, it plays a good 200 yards for your second.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
So a tester from 4 feet. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, it's only 379 yards, a par 4. You thinking birdie here at the 11th?
You would think for that distance, no, but you'd take 4 here. It's a stringent tee shot. The fairway doesn't really look pleasing to the eye. It looks like it moves out to the left, but that's exactly where those bunkers are. So more often than not, we see players hitting out of the right rough. And back in 1994, this is where the playoff finished with Lauren Roberts and Ernie Els.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
That will be a great look at birdie. See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Locked in on the read and the speed. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Missed cut. What happened, Frank?
Just not good enough. That's the easy way. Way too many shots out there, especially for that caliber of play. So put it in the memory banks, move forward, better days ahead.